All right, here is part 2. Thank you for being patient. I am sorry it took so long, but girls, you had my back. You blew that video up. That is amazing. Thank you. I loved reading all of your comments. But bad news, I did not take the shot. And the reason I didn't take the shot is I was waiting on a very specific buck, and I didn't want to scare him away. Or I wanted to kind of just keep those does there. If it would have been later on in the day, I definitely would have taken the shot. I wanted to take the shot, but I didn't. But the person I was hunting with, that was my brother. He had texted me earlier that morning. He said, you want to shoot a nice buck? If so, get ready and come to the hunting land. My brother is 10 out of 10 my hunting buddy. We don't always hunt together in the same stand, but he's always been the one to have my back when it comes to hunting, ever since I was little. Here's an old picture of us in the stand. That was like several years ago. And then here is us in the stand the other night when he was sleeping. But my brother has always been my biggest supporter when it comes to hunting. He knew how much I wanted to get a big buck this year, and he saw a lot in rut that morning when he was hunting, so he told me to come on. We don't always hunt together. I don't know if I touched base on that. We have our own stands, but I had to go back and see if I've already touched base on that. But yeah, and some people were asking if it's rifle season where I'm at. Yes, rifle season came into play Saturday, which was November 13th. I think maybe it was the 12th. I don't know, but it was for sure Saturday. That's when that video was taken. That's when we went out there. We went out there that morning and we saw some deer, but we did not see the buck. And then we went out there that evening, and that's when he was sleeping and he had a long day, and I was still waiting on my buck, but he never came out in the woods. So there's the story. I'm sorry for keeping y'all waiting. When nothing happened, but we're gonna be back in the stand later tonight. If my buck comes out, I'm getting him. He's mine. And maybe my brother will fall asleep, but I can scare him at the same time. We'll see. I don't know.